Welcome to Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges. It's episode 29, starring producer Timothy Hall with special guest Daryl from the YouTube comments section. I'm Josh Willis, just saying, welcome to Unnecessary Talk.
You're listening to Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, Josh Willis, and Tim Hall. UNT with Brian Sturges.
Okay, that's so fun. I just got a text message. Remember when my fine automobile, I might not have told you guys, when I went on my road trip with a lady
No.
to Colorado, that when I was in Colorado, I was at the top of like a national park thing, and where there's no cell service or whatever. So I'm at the top, and it's where all the cars would park, and then you'd go hiking and see the views. And I was doing the back and forward to get out, and it snapped the cable to the transmission.
Oh, dang.
So basically, I'm on the top of this mountain, meeting the lady's parents or whatever ish, and I'm going to be honest with you. The reason that I will have a daughter is because that cable snapped, and because that cable snapped required, I think it was 4 or 5 extra days on the road, in which the lady and I, towards the end, wanted to murder one another, and so we laid down.
Wait, that's how it works?
Yeah.
Child forced in anger.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still hoping for a power lesbian. I want a CNBC Rachel Maddow. I want it to be good. Tim Hall,
Yes.
you have a surprise, and I believe this surprise is at your house, or I think the surprise is at your house right now. So if you would like to perhaps walk out to your front door. And
the surprise is coming from inside your house.
Oh. Ooh,
Oh.
He's got the Swiss Army. Of course you have a Swiss Army. You just really ride the fence, even with your blade. So neutral.
What does that mean? I have a what's the other one? The manly one?
Machete?
You mean a knife?
Still a knife. Yeah, it's still a knife, but a Leatherman.
Ooh,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, no shit. You dog. It's a microphone stand for my microphone.
It's a producer bonus for doing such a great job for our UNT song.
Look at me go. Can you guys still hear me? Still works?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of hope it fails a little bit. Like, it would be kind of funny if now the springs just shatter and the mic explodes. Thank you for a wonderful, wonderful song.
Oh,
appreciate it, man. And Josh, send me go ahead, send me half that. Hey, this is another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that. Right? No, wait. We just agreed that. So, are you? Wait.
Well, yeah, that could still work. Also? What?
Should Josh? Should you be doing this part? Should you be doing this? Is another?
Should we do it in 3-part harmony?
This is another.
1, 2, 3.
This is another episode.
We can do better. 1, 2, 3.
This is another episode of Unnecessary Talk.
I'm that Brian Sturges.
He's that Brian Sturges.
Oh, that's good. That's gold.
Coming at you is Josh K. Willis at it, and then at the Timothy Hall Music, and you can follow me down to the gutter at Mr. Brian Sturges. Ooh. That's right. So listen, guys, I'm going to get right into it. I'd like to start off by acknowledging my graphic.
Oh, those are working hands. Ouch.
Now, Tim Hall, this will require quite a bit of censoring editing.
Oh, okay.
So there's going to be a lot of bleeps.
That's fine.
But basically, I'm about to tell a man how it is.
Okay.
Okay. So I don't know if you've been following the financial news this week, but it's been a pretty good day in the market, and I'm hoping not to lose my balls while recording this. Okay. So a lot of people have been, things are getting back. We have a new president. We don't really talk about politics, but obviously we're in liberal land, so we're all on the same page here. So we have a new president and new everything, and everything's being shifted. Well, I was working on the zeros and the ones on the computer. I got a new comment on a movie that I made called Wall of Flesh, a Vintage Comedy, or what has been rebranded as an awesome stoner comedy movie, which is apparently, if you Google stoner comedy movie, I think I come up 4th now on Google.
Ooh, nice.
Right?
Climbing the stoner ladder.
Well, let's sell. Let's just sell to the people. Let's just sell to who I'm making it for. Right? I'm not making it for Dr. Ranjit Jabajasad, who's about to operate on someone's frontal cortex so that they can walk again. All right. He's not listening to this. He's like, come on, nurses. Let's put on UNT as I try to make a man's paralysis leave, Oh,
might clear his head.
Yeah,
You never know.
So while I'm here working like an adult, I get a message that says, this is some self-aggrandizing movie making. How the hell did this ever get made?
With
Now,
blood, sweat, and tears.
Now,
Lots of tears.
What this is,
So many
Wall of Flesh is my student film in which I had always wanted to make a movie. I'm of that generation where making a movie was a big deal, making a comedy. So I knew nothing about how to write a movie, how to score a movie, how to edit a movie, how to direct a movie, how to act in any capacity whatsoever, right? Post-production, pre-production, middle
Editing.
production, post-production. I should have put all the money in a barrel, lit it on fire. Now, if I had taken that money and put it into Tesla at the same time, I would be a multi-millionaire.
Nice. That's
I
a could have.
What I did was, instead of going to film school, which I think art schools are kind of BS anyway, unless it's one of the top ones, right? Because I'm sure Cincinnati School of, oh wait, no, inside joke. So I'm an old man, right? So I'm not going to go spend $150,000 on some film school so that I can get out with a 7-minute short film, maybe, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend 20 to 25% of that, probably roughly, and learn to do it, and then actually have a product in which I can then sell and recoup. I made 97 cents this month. Okay.
Yeah. He's on the path.
On Amazon alone. 90. Now, of course, that's before taxes. And of course, my manager, my agents, my travel agents, my real estate agent, who won't return my phone call because I blocked. No, that's good to call that. So the whole point of making a movie is that it is stupid. I like to acknowledge a few things. That the name of the production company is Poor Life Choices. I literally have a trademark / service mark for the name, right? You can't use it. It's mine. I'll sue your short hairs off. Okay. As Tim and Jackie were involved in it, we were just a bunch of friends making a movie, and I wanted to complete a life goal as a winner and as a champion. I'm going to get a little Ned Beatty here. There are no people. There are no nations. All right. So I write to him. So he basically says, this is a movie about making a guy look good, and it sucks. And I say, I agree. So I write, it's my student film, and I 100% agree with you. Now, most people, functioning members of society, would say, ha, 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 and it's over. But he wanted to crap all over me again.
He doubles down.
He doubled down. So he says to me, anonymously,
Of course.
like a true you are, sir. Anonymously, takes his angry little fingers onto his 95 disc. And he says, knowing it's bad doesn't mean you didn't lose an opportunity, which I'm the executive producer. So, and then he says, people like you shouldn't have electricity.
That's a leap. What does that mean?
So I'm like, damn. I mean, like the movie is stupid. It's promoted as stupid. It has sound effects. It is so stupid that if you think that any aspect of it is to be taken seriously, you're stupid. and perhaps you like, it's, if you're watching Ren and Stimpy, Scorsese's not going to be like, oh, look at that blocking. It's garbage. Wait, SpongeBob, why would he live under the sea? Everyone's got notes, right? So initially you get a little bit of butt hurt, as one does, because you're like, yeah, I know it's garbage, but it's supposed to be garbage. And the next one will hopefully be better. This is how it's like my first painting. This is the first one. I didn't know how to paint, right? I just started punching the canvas. I had to figure out to put oils onto a brush.
Oh, yeah. You took the slow route. Yeah.
Right? I'm like the Michelangelo of
went through so much canvas. Just
yeah. I went through $14,000, and apparently I can't write it off because I used Bitcoin, which was a mistake because it ended up costing me $7 million. That's again
another financial travesty.
So I start laughing because it was like, because it's almost like this movie is shit. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's shit. I'm with you. It's kind of supposed to be shit, but I'm with you. And they're like, no, you should kill yourself. You're like, oh God, I have a feeling that this is more about you, sir. But he was anonymous, like a true man.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you show your strength.
Well, now Tim Hall will know that I am one of the least technically proficient people, quite possibly in the United States, in which he saw me unbox my new iPhone.
That's true.
And again, I just started punching the screen.
Yep.
Going for it to turn on.
Why won't you go? Yeah.
So in my limited computer knowledge, I have found you who you are, Daryl. You're gonna have to bleep the last name. Hey, Daryl, I know everything about you, sir. Okay, and I know that you're a failure.
Oh, it
a
hurts.
little bit of research.
Yeah.
Okay. Here was the mistake you made. You commented on a YouTube channel that was once your film student channel, in which, if you scrubbed long enough, you would see a slate. And on that slate, you dumbass,
is your name.
Your name was on the slate, Mr. Genius, Mr. I shouldn't have electricity.
He didn't know you were a sleuth.
Wow.
That's how bad he is, which, if you wait, will continue through this man's life. Because guess what? Is he 14? Is he 21?
No.
This man is in his late 30s, in which he commented on a movie called A Stoner Comedy at 10:30 on the day in which the market was open. So I challenge you, sir. Hold on, I was going good there. I lost my hold on. Let me get back into Let me get back in
the rage going.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah.
Remember the time you banged Stella Adler in the Ford Focus? What does she say? Believe who you are. Believe the kid. So, I'm like, well, this is an interesting name. So I just go clickety-clackety-clack on Google. I didn't hire a dick with a hat and a little 38 who was smoking a cigar. He's like Jake Giddies from Chinatown to come find out who you were. Your name is on the slate. So then I searched your name, and then guess what? Guess what I found out? Daryl went to film school.
Ooh, nice.
2007.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, that was his last great accomplishment. Because I followed your career online, and not only have you never made a movie or a feature or anything, You are just a photographer now. And we can all agree in 2021 that a photographer is the least important part, right? Look, take a Kardashian, right? It's not about the photo you take, it's about the photo you put out, okay? So, are you Matthew Brady, in which you've picked up the ankles and the skulls of the Confederate and Union soldiers and put together and released? The bulb would go off, right? And it would smell of death and boys' souls exiting the gangrened legs, right? No. But you do work at a magazine startup that apparently has gone under.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. That's right. You're an unemployed photographer working at a magazine that no longer exists. Now, when you look in your father's eyes and your mother 62,
Oh boy.
okay? What do you now? I bet they paid for film school for you. And what did you do? You did dick. So I have no experience. My hobby for me to try after I accomplish a championship day of being a man. So my hobby I've done more than you will ever do, can ever do. You want to know why? Because you're halfway through your life and you're spending your time commenting on other people's things. Now, by searching you, you'll see that this is all you do all day. It's not just me. Is this how you come, sir? Does this get you off? If you next time, be a man, because never say something online to a man you wouldn't say to his face, because you never know who can find everything about you. This has been another successful unnecessary talk rant. So Daryl,
This has been an episode of Unnecessary Rage, brought to you by the comments section of YouTube, where all true political discourse occurs.
That's right.
How's that? Is that
edit
usable?
that to like be good. Now,
At least he didn't
Maybe.
get under your skin, you know?
Yeah.
You know, it's tough because you shouldn't. It is really that old saying that if you can't say something nice, don't say something at all. Like what possible good comes from shitting on someone's project? You know, there's no.
I think it gets more hits, right? I mean, you know,
Oh, true.
now you have
Yeah.
now you have 2 comments.
yeah, there was one from me. that I put under my
count
face.
that
right
one.
now.
Well, I think you have to.
I love how overacted it is. You know,
I think you have to put this episode back in the comments section, right? But I mean, this is how you know you're successful, right? I mean, when you get hate mail, whenever.
Oh, okay,
you know,
maybe.
Yeah, I mean, whenever I write a paper and the about how global warming is real and all the crazies start sending me email, I think, man, that must have been a good paper, right?
that what is real?
Yeah, global warming.
I
You
never
know?
heard of that. Tim, you ever
Yeah.
heard of that?
I
That's
mean,
because you know why? You know why? Because your heart is made of ice. See?
ooh, look at that heart.
You know, the lady asked me a kind of a very funny financial question. I said something about being liquid, and she says, "What does that mean?" I said, "Having quick access to cash." And she says, "Does that mean if you're not, you're solid?" And I was like, "I don't know." That's a great. That's like one of those questions where it's like, I'm embarrassed to not actually know. I guess so. If not, let's start using it. Be like, "Oh, I'm
think-
solid in the market.
Isn't it tied up? I'm tied up.
I'm tied up."
Yeah, something like
I
that.
got bearer bonds. I'm like the opening scene of Heat every day. I put on a hockey mask and I go out. This is before Val Kilmer had the cancer. One time the lady and I went to go see Val Kilmer. He was supposed to perform his Mark Twain, and we got there, and it was just a video of him doing it. So we had to watch, and then there was a question and answer. And I don't know if you've heard on the news, but he has throat cancer. But this was when it first came out, and he doesn't want to tell anyone, so he's denying to the press.
Mm-hmm.
And we're sitting in the back. I don't remember how we got tickets, but we're in the back. And then at the very end, he comes out and he's talking like this. This is how he's talking to the crowd. The woman back me goes, "I can't hear you. Speak up." Sorry, you gotta speak up. And the guy just like, "I don't have cancer." And then that TMZ saw that show, and then that's the show that they leaked to say you got
Oh.
cancer and then blah, blah, blah. But I was at that. It was just a perfect like old lady, man. She obviously didn't read like has been up on the news and didn't realize that half his throat was like backstage.
Is that where they keep it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they in the green room. It's part of his rider. So,
You should get that lady a YouTube account so she can comment on Wall of Flesh.
my God. You don't think I know that movie shit? You don't think you don't think I wake up every morning in a hot and cold sweat simultaneously, wondering where the time and money went, and that I am truly untalented?
Yeah, I definitely can feel that pain.
Fuck you, Daryl.
I thought it was great. I laughed several times during the during the viewing.
production. Yeah. Because it was because here's the thing. I was talking to Tim Hall about this last week, is that my whole comedy thing has been self-deprecating humor. And I think it's backfired where people actually think I'm Shlomo when Josh will, where that's just not the case, right? But I think comedy versus people that I know think that comedy is shitting on other people, right? That's not funny to me. Funny people, you what do you call it?
Self-deprecate.
Right?
Yeah.
I sometimes self-defecate. It doesn't matter. Either way, it's funny.
Oh yeah, that's
Right?
the good stuff.
So
Yeah.
that's now
It is always funny.
in my business life. I like to think that I'm more important than I am because I'm the boss of my company in which I am the only employee.
Well, you're very important then. Yeah.
So every Monday morning, I'm like, oh, here comes the boss. I'm just like, it's multiple personality. I have different people. Yeah.
Yeah. It makes it fun. For
But I
next
do
week.
the things I say I'm going to do. And most of you don't. 99.9% of people in Los Angeles will never do the things they want to do. They will post a picture on Instagram of their mocha latte next to their MacBook Pro and say, I'm starting to write a project. But they never follow up. And they never say, I've decided to quit the project. But it's just another case of a man or person who doesn't actually do what they say they're going to do. They don't finish it. The town's soft. This is why no one cares about your dreams, because most of you aren't actually trying to do anything anyway. So you failing, it's fine. It's irrelevant because you haven't actually applied yourself. So if you've ever posted a picture of a project you've started and have not posted a picture of the project in which you failed, then you're a part of the system, which is why I don't post on social media. I don't need to show you that I'm a winner. I don't need to flash my shit. It's unnecessary. I will just truly lead a better life because I do the things that I say I'm going to do. Daryl. Okay? Daryl. Even your name.
You really knocked your homework out of the park on that one.
This is the most work I've ever done for this podcast.
Yeah.
Was me
You get
I will
A
find
plus on that assignment.
Yeah.
it. Finally.
You might have missed your calling as a private detective or maybe just a regular detective on the police.
Well, I actually worked in college for a private investigator.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah. That's so. What was great is I was in college at the time, and my college girlfriend's father was a retired police officer who once caught me having sex with her drunk in his closet.
Was it a walk-in closet?
No.
Oh.
And like while it was happening, I was just looking at his gun rack. And then we were drunk and he came in and he was like, he just defined the two of us. He kind of passed out drunk doing it in his closet because we snuck away from the party. Yeah. I don't think I think that, okay, that's not the point. But the point is that he was indeed a private investigator. And so that, he threw me a little bit of bread to do it. And what was cool is no one's looking at me. I mean, I look like clearly I'm about to arrest you now. But when I was in college, I had hair, a little portlier, and I was like a big galoot. And I remember one time, it was a guy was cheating on his wife for a major corporation, right? So she's just like, he's making real money, so she's like, oh, I'm gonna get it. If he's cheating, I'm gonna get it, take the money, blah blah blah, right? So, prenups, people. This is why. Because so this guy is like banging a secretary. So after work, they go to the local bar and they're at the bar, and he's just like basically, and it was a nice bar, like an after work restaurant bar, right? And they're wearing Dockers and whatnot. So he's basically like finger banging her at the bar, and I'm just sitting there with a baseball cap and a recorder in my pocket, just eating a hamburger next to him the whole time. Just the whole, he's just like, yeah, let's go home and eat my ass or whatever, right? And I'm eating the blue cheese and bacon burger.
Okay.
So, and he wouldn't, he didn't notice me at all because I'm just like this guy sitting there eating a burger, drinking a beer at the bar, but
Yeah.
recorded everything, and I cost that man probably millions of dollars. So,
Wow.
Congratulations.
Yeah, you did it.
yeah,
Wow.
there you go. The bonus story here on Unnecessary Talk.
Yeah. Don't
Well,
cross
take it
Brian.
This is another episode of Necessary Technical Questions, a wholly owned subsidiary of Poor Life Choices Productions and Unnecessary Talk. Tim, I got a question for you.
Okay.
The auto-tune thing?
Yeah.
Can you do like an auto-tune? So like if like when they do in the hip hop songs and it goes like ooh, right?
How do you? What songs?
Like the
hippity hop
hip hop,
songs?
the hip hop songs, right? All those hip
Yeah, that's
hop
what they're called,
songs.
hip hops, half hip hop, half pop.
Yeah,
pop.
hip hop. Right, the hip hop songs. Yeah. Can you do that if they're going to do that, do they just sing the same note and then you make the auto tune go up and down?
So it actually makes it easier if you keep it at a monotone. So
if I go like, hey,
and then I like
then
make
you could like,
melismatic run or whatever.
yeah.
Or should it be more rhythmic, and then you can change those individual notes?
Yeah,
Or
if
should
they're
it be more like,
separated, it's
hey,
easier.
Hey.
Hey.
Well, slow it down a little bit. Put some
Well,
space in there.
Hey.
I'll see what I can do. I think you.
This has been another episode of Necessary Technical Questions.
A little more staccato. You want a little space, like hey,
Okay, give me an example.
hey, like that.
All right.
With a little space.
Hey. Okay, here we go. Hey. All right. I threw one in there at the end. Okay. All right,
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, there's a
So,
little one
Tim
last
Hall,
take.
if you would like to tell Josh the way it is, I give you permission
What do you mean the way it is?
about the auto tune.
Oh,
Yeah.
Wait,
Don't be shy. Just say it. Just say it. It's okay. We're all friends
Yeah.
here. Look how nervous he is. Look at Tim Hall's face. Just say it. He won't care. So yeah, you didn't want to tell him that you had to add the auto tune to him.
well, I had to because he had no reference point. So he wasn't just naturally singing a. What did you end up singing? I think it was an F minor or something like that. Maybe a G flat minor, some kind of thing. But you were close enough that I just nudged him.
It's not. Hey, I'm no stranger to auto tune.
Yeah, he's no stranger.
I just don't know how to use it.
Ah, okay, yeah.
I just don't know how to.
I want you to sing something like "I'm at Elvis" or something. Sing something one time, and then let's listen. If that's cool, let's listen to the before and after next week as
All right.
as like a segment. That'd be cool, right?
All right.
Maybe?
Sure.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me.
Go fix that one. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
Nice.
Probably
Cool.
needs a
That's
little
pretty
work
good.
on the end. There,
Just on the very end there.
I thought that was really good.
Yeah, other than
Oh,
that, it
oh,
was
thank you.
spot on, probably. I don't have perfect pitch.
So Brian, I got a question for you. So this is very specific for you because it pertains to
I'm already worried.
it pertains to guilt. It pertains to guilt, right?
Okay.
So when I was in high school, I lived in the kind of the boondocks, and there wasn't a lot of stuff around, so you could buy fireworks around 4th of July. Everybody had fireworks, and so me and my friends, we had a bunch of fireworks left over after the 4th, and we decided to like jump in my friend, and we'll call him Seamus Fitzgibbon. Okay, we all jump in his car. And my friend Matt, who was really good at crime, he decided that instead of like shooting him off near our parents' house and waking everybody up, we would go to the next town over, which was called DeSoto. And so we went over to DeSoto and we found this park. And so we started shooting off all our firecrackers, but we kind of forgot that it was right next to a police station. So literally like
Really good at crime. Yeah.
2 or 3 minutes,
Terrible.
we hear this whoop, whoop, and we were pretty far back in the park. And so my friend Matt's, he's like, all right, everybody run into the bathroom. And we flushed all of our fireworks down the toilet. And I didn't even know that would work, but you can flush, small fireworks down the toilet. And we walk out, feeling good. We didn't have anything on us. They couldn't really do anything. And as we were walking up and the police were like, all right, come on, guys. I reached into my left pocket and I found one last firecracker in the pocket that had fallen off the string. Okay.
Ooh, the black cat that got away.
Yeah, exactly. It was a black cat. And so this guy, he starts, immediately they search my friend's pockets. They turn everything inside out. They pat him down. They go on to the next guy. And, then finally the officer gets to me and he pats my right, pocket and he says, what's that? And I say, it's my wallet. He says, let me see it. So I pull my wallet out. I show it to him. I put it back. He pats my left pocket where the firecracker is. And he says, what's that? And I say, keys. And he says, all right. So then the officer comes around, he stands in front of us and he says, okay, so you guys don't have anything on you. And I look over at my friend Seamus and he's just sweating. Just like sweat is just pouring down.
The Irish aren't good at keeping secrets. Yeah.
He's just sweating. And the officer's like, since you don't have any firecrackers on you, we're going to have to let you go with a warning. And right then, Seamus screams out, we got some more in the car.
Nailed it.
So, of course, the officer goes over. They find all of our stash. And, we got a $350 ticket for possession of controlled substance. And, we all had to pay it. But so my question to you, Brian, was it the Catholic guilt that made him do it? That made him give us up at the last minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just, I don't like him. I'll tell you that right now. You're no friend of mine. You did that. You do that where I'm from, you won't see that guy again. That guy, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, his name lived in infamy.
What happened at a neighborhood bar? Yeah. That guy would not be allowed back. I mean,
yeah.
I know in Texas you guys just like to kill animals, but in New York we like to kill people.
Oh, jeez.
So that would be. I don't like him. What does he do now?
He's a pastor.
I think he has some other issues. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I was going to say he just needed that release. That's right.
He might have been grappling with some other issues. Right. Just like, I won't admit certain things, but I'll say I have fireworks.
That's right. Yeah.
So the other day, I was telling my parents about the new place, and I said I thought there's birds and beautiful wildlife, and I talking to birds, and I said, did you see a cardinal? I said, no, but I saw one lost young boy, and and you could just tell my father was just like, there's nothing about that. That is funny, but that is what makes me laugh because it was so quick. You know what I mean? Like, in some beer floored covered comedy club, that would have been gold. But to my father's old Catholic eyes, with the guilt, because that's like my father couldn't do it. My father would have done the same thing.
Yeah.
These
that's interesting.
People trying to be good people, like.
Yeah.
those people.
Trying
to be good.
I feel more mellow, even though you probably won't believe it. I feel more mellow up here than when I was living before.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just there's
the Dakotas
there's a lot
out there.
There's more maskless people, but it's somehow okay because we're not in the city. Like people are like they don't have a mask, but they're on the other side of the road. First,
right, yeah.
Living, I'd have to Mortal Kombat my way. In order to buy milk, I'd have to fight 7 different hobos in a tier. Like some video.
Like a gauntlet. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
each one progressively more hobo-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got the security guard boss at the end, right?
Yeah.
And on a side note, Willis, you know our one-eyed friend? He's made it into my next project.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you have like there's this guy in the old neighborhood who has one eye.
Oh.
And his entire socket is removed and is red and raw at all times. And he lives on the street. So you can just see all the way into the back of his, you can see to the back of his head or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it's never covered and it's completely out. And he would
It would be a real challenge to light him, on a film, I think.
Oh, because you can't get rid of that shadow. Yeah.
It'd just always be a...
Daryl knows what we're talking about.
Daryl with the films go, hey, Daryl, comment below on how you would light a one-eyed hobo. Hey, let's TikTok it. I got a whole bunch. So let's get into it. Before we start these TikToks, we'd like to give a special thank you to hazyfox.com. As you can see here, we have our new, you send in frames for us. So we just wanted to,
yeah.
Easy.
So we just want to, don't worry, Tim, it's not about the thing I'm sure you haven't done yet.
No, I've done it.
You done it?
Wait, what is the thing I haven't done? Oh, that. Yeah, I got to do that.
Hey, Hazy Fox, you heard it here. So
yeah, I'm doing it, Hazy.
Yeah, the order's been put in.
Yeah.
COVID shipping restrictions.
Oh boy, yeah.
But we'd like to thank him because although we don't see it at the moment, there is he made a custom frame and we thank you. So please visit hazyfox.com. Listen to his music, buy his gear. Okay. Now that is some,
wow.
Now that's the sort of daughter I want.
So she's going to be a lumberjack, or?
Dude, she will punch your nose to the back of your asshole. Okay. That child could take me in a fist fight like that. Right. I'd go over there like I'm some big man and she'd drop me like nothing. Okay. I've never continually punched a tree until it just became pulp, in which the Egyptians then they would press into papaya.
Oh, papyrus. Yeah. Papaya.
They would do the holograms on it.
A delicious fruit.
Yeah, it's all science. But that's a champion. Okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, it's birch. It's not oak, but whatever. All right. Not the point.
Well, you got to graduate to the oak.
Yeah.
It's a solid impact, so you could hear it.
Yeah.
I'm impressed.
Echoing through the forest like a doomsday.
Siberia. I don't know what language. It seems like maybe like Russian or some like real country, not one of these fat American countries of just spare tires of fish fillets. You know what I mean? She's out there.
Yeah.
Because when a bear attacks her, the bear will run.
True.
Oh, I didn't know it was you. I saw you.
I saw you earlier
over there.
murdering that tree.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Yeah.
I need freaking toilet paper to wipe my ass. My butthole.
More specific.
Ow! Found the freaking toilet paper.
So
That's adorable.
She returned the paper to her father, and he eventually finds it directly in front of her. Oh, it's this thing. It's on the spool right next to it.
I think either one actually is fine though. If your daughter goes that way or this way, there's strength in both.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh,
Wow.
that's real.
I look just like him.
You do look just like him. And I'm talking about the split section. Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be.
Split screen. That makes me feel comfortable because that's the guy who went to the DMV was like, would you like to be an organ donor? Yes, what's the worst that could happen? I'm not going to end up cutting half in the middle of TikTok, right?
There's no way.
Maybe.
Yeah, can you put a not on TikTok rider on your organ donor card?
Yeah, please.
I mean, yeah.
Just as long as that's.
You know how many bodies they just waste? They're like, oh, it's like when you first get your hair cut at one of those beautician schools, but it's like the morgue is like, whoops, I decapitated that one. Next. Oh, that's just someone's grandmother, Shirley.
The practice ones.
But now she's just, big fat pile of dead.
Yeah. Now, I did.
That's written on the toe card. Big fat.
By the way, I did ask Dr. America about the holding in the fart video.
Okay, great.
Yeah, I was right. That's total BS.
I was watching it again while I was editing it, and I was like, wait a second, it gets back into your bloodstream and then somehow comes out your mouth? That doesn't make
your
any
liver
sense.
and then your heart and your lungs. Yeah. No, that's
I thought burps were top parts or something.
no, they are. They don't get absorbed into your bloodstream and go through your liver.
That doesn't make any sense. I made the video.
Why did you make that video?
I wasn't like, hey, Daryl, listen up. This is how farts are made. Right? I just put a fart video up for Timmy. I haven't gotten any armpit videos, Timmy. And to other producers, and apparently I'm the only one creating content, so it's never a surprise for me. I've stopped asking guests on because I just don't care. No, someone do me a favor, and I'll do you a favor. How's that? Huh?
Oh, there you go. Oh no.
Hey, Daryl, is that you, buddy? Is that what you're doing throughout the day? That seems like a Daryl move to me. Seems like, and it's no sugar in it too. So you can tell.
Was that sugar free?
Yeah, it said no sugar.
Oh, okay.
That's how you
take out some of the burn.
Yeah.
Now,
as it goes through his nose.
Now we all know that I make garbage videos, but at least mine have a plot. Like that's just like, why don't you comment on that guy? Like that's his contribution to society. My fart jokes will go down on a hard drive that will be lost in the great flood of South Dakota.
Here. Yeah.
There it is. It has my phone number on there. If you could not hold that up to the camera. No. Yeah. Okay. You don't want to give Daryl my information. But my information is out there. But don't hide and then be so easily found. It
really does have your phone number on there.
Stop showing it.
I'm just so fascinated. Well, I'm impressed that he went through with it. I think that he may have been surprised at the result.
So he's got to go to some ear, nose, and throat doctor who has a yacht because knuckleheads like you do that. And he's like, $185 for 15 minutes. Done. But,
Here we go. This is going to be great.
Now this one you can remove and put the towel in. This isn't a funny video as much as this one is for our friend Dick, who likes to touch himself during our show. Who we see I'm commenting on that's amazing. I mean, how every joint of my body aches. Could we see that again?
Oh yeah.
Look, I mean, that's so. This isn't funny. This is just a compliment on a man's stretchability.
It gives me arthritis just watching that.
Yeah, my knees, my patella would have shot straight out.
Wait till Daryl sees this show.
So there we are.
I mean, like,
boom. Ooh.
Wow.
I mean, that's so cool. I mean,
it's like he's on a wire.
Well, he's very into. I mean, if he was like he's a wiry dude. He's got a little Buddy Epson to him.
Yeah.
Buddy Epson, who of course was originally cast as the Tin Man, but was allergic to the makeup in The Wizard of Oz. You might know him as the dad in Beverly Hillbillies.
Oh, that's a fun fact.
I did not know that.
Yeah, poor guy, right? That guy went there. So he had to be on some TV Land show. Could have been down on history.
Show you, then show what you write.
Oh, wow.
Keep that up. Keep that up.
She is tiny. Or she is humongous. Either one.
Maybe both.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So
are we going to speculate heights?
To me, I'm going to be like, this is so hot to me. And I don't know. Because it goes to show you that hotness has nothing to do with size.
Sure,
right?
Yeah.
Because
symmetry. Right?
Yeah. Cornophilia. Right? which I
I'm gonna have to look
I
that
learned
up.
from The Office, which is the symmetry of one's face.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Liking the symmetry
Yeah.
or whatnot. But they're both, yeah, I like them, and I like they got little tattoos on them too. They look hot chick video of the week.
Hey,
But like if you could get a 2-for-1, like that would be like. I gotta say, I want to be honest with you. The lady admitted she doesn't watch the show. I would love to bang both of them simultaneously.
simultaneously, you say?
Well, I couldn't possibly be in 2 women at once. I understand the
Oh,
science behind
yes,
it.
Yes, I
But
know what you meant though.
But
Yeah.
in terms, and of course, the lady, that brain derailment, whatnot, sadness for like a day, and then I'd be like, "Oh, I'm sad. Come comfort me," and they'd be like, "No, come to our palatial estate, and we'll have a couple girlfriends. You know, yeah." We should stop there. There's a little bit of blood flow happening. Next video, please.
This hack might save your life. Whenever I go shopping, I always use these fruit covers to push the cart with. That way no COVID gets on my hands. Be safe out there, guys.
I think all the holes in it might cause a problem for
And the fact that her fingers stick out the end, and yeah,
there's a lot of things that aren't right about that.
I have a feeling that she lives next to the microwave lady. Like,
yeah. Plus, now somebody's got to buy a naked pear without its little holder
Or
on it, right?
steal
You
the
know?
holder. Yeah.
Today I'm here with.
More than your rent.
Hey, you guys look like cows. Can I pour milk on you?
Sure.
Oh my God.
Come here.
Hold on. No.
That guy's got it right. They don't have their shoes on, right? No shirts, no shoes, no service. And also, he's spilling milk.
yeah.
I like how
No,
they
no.
instantly reacted to the milk, realizing it was a bad idea,
Yeah.
before he even showed up.
Well, okay. Before you pop it up,
Yes,
I'm going to not admit to something.
that's easy.
But I've been telling you about these RV guys that were bothering me, that were in front of my old place. Even though I moved, I just left them with a message, and I wanted to show you what happens when you talk to someone like me.
Oh, if you cross you.
You cross me. If you cross,
Oh, geez.
Wow.
That's a message.
so this goes out to anybody
Need more
else who
plywood.
thinks they're going to leave an RV in front of my place. I will allegedly.
Commit arson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here comes a TikTok.
ป้าเรียนจบอะไรมาน่ะทำไมป้าเก่งแท้ฮึป้าทำไมป้าคือเก่งแรงแท้รู้เรื่องทุกอย่างยกเว้นเรื่องลูกหลานเจ้าของเนาะ
Are we supposed to be able to that's Thai, right? Is that Thai? What language is that?
I don't think you're allowed to guess as a white person. I think
I don't know, but I think you could use some autotune. I think that's
so.
I
What
got
was the name of that video?
Oh, it's Timmy P's new wife, right? Or is
No,
it
not
my new
Timmy
wife?
P's new wife. It was your
Wait, it's
new wife.
my new wife?
Yeah, it's your new wife because last week we were talking about the women in which you'd like to get a new bride from, and she just
I did say Thailand, right? Did I say Thailand?
well,
Or Cambodia? I don't know.
Or whatever. But I just wanted to maybe put you in contact. I know you and your wife are still happy, but we can work on that. She's available for you.
She did mention that my hair is starting to look like an Oompa Loompa's hair. Like if this was
Interesting.
orange. Or was the hair
'cause it's
green?
flat.
Yeah, and it just sort of floofs out to the
Ave,
side.
Nick Cat.
Mhm.
Kevin Mosteller drew his hair out too long. Looks good.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kevin.
Now, I used to have something kind of like that, but it was slick back like John Travolta's Swordfish. Back. Oh my God.
You used to slick it back all the time.
Oh my God. It was fantastic. Now look at the shine on here. Look at this thing.
That's a beauty.
I applied for a California solar panel. One of those rebates off my dome.
Oh, yeah.
Or like
This
cock
happens to be the
after
last video, so I want to let you guys know that it's the last video. Oh boy. Oh, she didn't care for that. And actually, that I think is the reaction all of the ladies should have had.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I was really horny this week.
Yeah, you must have been.
The lady has been at work for the entire week.
Oh.
Long, very long days. Okay, maybe that explains it. But yeah, and there wasn't a puppy video in there. No dogs.
Oh.
No. Oh, there was a kid though.
Yeah.
So we got the
There was
the
the kid.
goodness. 2 of them.
But there was no puppy or no happy pet video of parrot. So that's it. That's the end of the show. We done here?
Yeah, we just
Nailed it.
we got to the zenith, the apex.
Yeah.
This has been another very successful episode of Unnecessary Talk with.
I hope you turned the noise suppression off for this one.
This was another episode of Unnecessary Talk with Brian Sturges, and I am that Brian Sturges. Follow us all on the whatever. You guys don't. Comment below unless you're Daryl. Please stop commenting, Daryl. I have a set of skills. Harmonica, but I will use it
Very
against you
specific.
in the greatest way I know how.
We will annoy the shit out of you with that harmonica.
I'll just
Nerds.
walk outside of your apartment and just play some old bluegrass. A little bit old. Gosh, you still got your spoons?
Oh, yeah.
It's around 2:30 in the morning, and I know.
I'll get a
Alright.
wash tub.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
bring
Oh.
your banjo, bring both.
Oh, a banjo. Yeah, a banjo's a good
And
idea.
all I want you to do is just tune the banjo.
That's most of my show anyway.
45 minutes of.
Doing, doing, doing.
Yeah.